Well, welcome back to Spirit Music Meetups 22 PWG, 22 minutes playing with God. We're going to have to break this video into a couple videos to make it 22. I've been going over, sorry about that. Just so much material to cover. Mike Burris here, my old website, teachmeadrum.com, but all my drum stuff is now under spiritmusicmeetups.org, a community for musicians to really learn how to play anointed, prophetic, and spontaneous music. So many topics out there for you to teach one another. So spread the word and subscribe to this drum channel, music channel. So what we're going to go over today is pretty exciting stuff. it's called Searching for Clues with Flamacues. And I like to put a little accent on that Flamacue because they like to put an accent. All this, by the way, is going to be down in the description, so you don't have to memorize this. And so Flamacue, searching for clues. I like this idea of, Sherlock Holmes searching for clues. This is that curiosity of a little child that we're supposed to have to explore and go on an adventure. Remember, we used to ride our bicycles, go on long trips and play hide and go seek and camp and all these wonderful things. Jesus says a lot about being like a little child. There's a great page out there called The Least Among You on the website. It's very profound. So check that out. So what is a flamacue? A flamacue is a flam, an accent after it, ma-cue. So it's just right, left, para singles. A double, para, a flammed double, right? A flammed para, and then a para. So there's a lot of things we'll explore here. Let's talk about the technique that we're going to use to play this. Technique, repeating one side or the opposite, and then learning how to alternate. We're going to do technique because you have to build muscle memory, and you don't want to drill in mistakes. I see this in so many students. I've had over 5,000 students. And I see people practicing mistakes, and they're just drilling it in deeper and deeper and deeper. So when you make a mistake, be patient with yourself. I wasn't, so I had to be told this too. Be patient with yourself. Stop. Look at what you're doing. Analyze what you're doing. Think about it. Correct it. Play it slow. If you try to go at the same speed that you were when you created the mistake in the first place, that's like the definition of insanity, Einstein said, doing the very same things that created the problem in the first place. But our government is doing that. They don't seem to learn. So let's talk about going slow and looking at, now you can put accents anywhere you want, but the Flamacue, they put the accent right there. So here's a non-accented flam. That's what that is. Little tiny left. So it's at a 45-degree angle, or on the left side, 45-degree angle. So go look at the videos on flams. So every rudiment turns out to be a combination of other rudiments. So make sure you can get your flams non-accented correct. Notice that the grace note, this note has no note value, this little tiny left. It's right before this right hand. It gets there right before because it's closer to the head. I'm moving my hands at the exact same time, but it's closer, so it gets there slightly before. If you put your hands at the same height, that's called flat flamming, playing simultaneously, and you don't get any flam. You shouldn't. That's called simultaneous or together, playing together. You see T or T-O-G in the music. This is very good to get your hands to play exactly the same. See, I'm trying to go to the same spot on my shirt, right? That's what I'm trying to do, is go up to the same spot on my shirt. Okay? When you do this for yourself, you're going to... This thing is crooked, guys. What are you doing here? Okay, sorry about that. You're looking at me all crooked. Well, some people think I'm a little crooked. So what you're trying to do is play evenly, and you're going to look at a mirror. You're going to see yourself in a mirror. So that's what we talk about here. A mirror, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. It's more like 10,000 words if you try to describe what's in a picture. When you see yourself in a mirror, you're going to fix a lot of things. You need to be observant, like Sherlock Holmes. You need to see what's going on. You know, Jesus said so many times to his disciples, watch and pray. He linked them together. The Greek there for watch means to be alert, frosty on the edge, be alert. Keep your eyes open, be observant. Don't fall asleep while you're praying. And it's because you need to see what God's going to show you. And that's why he linked it to prayer. The word there for prayer is conversational prayer. It's not you talking to God. It's more of a dialogue. See, I'm trying to go right up to this, right, my phone number. So we're going to do flams, right? There's, and then I got to whip that. So notice the left hand goes up right away because it has to get ready to come down on this big left. So this is called an inverted flam tap. We're going to talk about that down here. An inverted flam tap. I call it flamma, like para, but it's flam. Flam, see how it pulled right up? Right? See how that works? Ah. So you might want to just practice inverted flam taps. And then work the other side. Here's a non-accented flam. Pulls up right away. And then gets back into position. This should really just get right back into position. See how I went right back to position. Make sure you can do these smaller rudiments. Then, if we're going to add this little right hand, we got to keep this right hand down, right? Downs stay down, right? So we're going to go, this has got to stay down. This has got to go up right away, okay? See, it's just a tap, so it's got to stay way down there. So it's going to go from here to here. So this is called isolation. You're seeing what the right hand does. Yeah, I can hit on the rim. So this hand goes da, da. You're isolating the hand. Only after you've got it perfect at a slow speed should you speed it up. And of course, you're going to work the opposite side. Right? See? Am I doing it right? There's your halfway. It comes up. And then, boom. All right, so I'm concentrating there. I'm going slow for you. what am I doing here? Now I'm going to add this left hand stays down to play that left hand. I'm putting arrows here because if I repeat this, I've got to get this right hand up right away to come down here. So we did this when we were just doing this. Da, da, da. So I got that right hand up right away. Back into position. Always be prepared, just like the Boy Scout motto. Now I got to leave this left hand down to play this little tap. I'm going to repeat it. It stays down to play that grace note. So it just goes like blah, da. This comes back up to get into position. Right? I'm sorry. I got it right. Blah, da. Plays the tap. Gets back into position. And there's the left. See how that's back into position? See how this is staying low for that? I'm going to come right up to this. I'm treating my phone as a mirror. Now what's this thing at the end? Well, they often show this in Flamacues, Flamaque. They'll end with another flam. So you can go. Okay, so that's all that is. And you're going to do the other side. So now we've the opposite side. So you're going to work the other side. Right? If you end here, you got to get your hand right back up. So it's going to go blump, blump, right? You got to get your hand right back up. So you got to pay attention to details when you're going really slow. You're trying to create muscle memory. And when you alternate it, these stroke types are going to change. All right? They're going to change near the end here in order to get ready for the opposite. So you might want to write that out to see what these hands have to do to get ready to play the opposite. So it's kind of like ya da da da. I'm going to go over to here. So now I got to get into position to do the other side. Back into position. So it's ya da da da, right, left, right, left, right, left. It's very important to be able to say what you want to have happen. That's talking about over here, we talk about counting and singing. When you say what you want to have happen out of your mouth, right, left, right, left, right. See, I said that louder. Right, left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left. When you say that out of your mouth, you're focusing your thoughts, right? You're thinking, instead of thinking about 100 things, I'm hungry, what else do I have to do today? Da-da-da-da, I'm not feeling good. Whatever. When you use your mouth, it's like you're talking with somebody. And it's focusing your thoughts that direction, like I'm talking to you, okay? So, boy, this thing is crooked. Wonder what's that about? My phone is just moving on me? Anyway. So, stay focused by using your mouth, right? It'll focus your thoughts. So, we talked about this. Let's talk about how instead of Flamaque, which it makes sense, I have a naming system that tells you exactly how to play this. Lu, little setup string, U for setup, because it's setting up the right hand. Lu ra, la, and I would make that bold or put a little accent above it. Lu-ra-la, but you know, you can accent anything you want when it comes to rudiments. So I don't put accents in rudiments unless I have to. Lu-ra-la, ra-la, ra-la. Lu-ra-la, ra-la. And if you end it, lu-ra. So you would put this all together. There's ways to abbreviate this. Not really in this case, but that's good enough. So lu-ra-la, ra-la. So it has kind of a language to it. Music is language based. So I said, this is beautiful. It was a revelation that came to me. I even came up with a numbering system for this stroke group identification number. There's 4 strokes, 4 main strokes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 4. And the lead stroke, whatever. So lead stroke, whatever you start with, is lead stroke, is in the 1st and the 3rd position. 1st and the 3rd. And the stroke types are, this is stroke type 2. I have a whole table of many stroke types. Single stroke is 1, flams are 2. So it's a 2. And then there's 3 single strokes, 3 ones. I just abbreviated 3 like math. 3 ones, 3 times 1. You could have gone 1.1.1, but it makes it really long. What is this 2 at the very end? It's telling me I'm going to accent the 2nd position. The 2nd position. So this tells you everything you need to do to recreate that. So it's really revolutionary. You know, it was God-given. I spent a lot of time asking God, please show me how to make sense of rudiment names. What is all this mess? Well, again, rudiments are just about your sticking, what your sticks do. It's to train your hands and to give you new sounds to play with, new crayons, I call them, crayons, new colors. These are crayons to throw together into music, to make and paint the picture of music. Well, you can count this any way you want, even though they show in the books predominantly 8th notes and 16ths. That's all they show in the books that I've seen. But really, I think everything should be started out counting just as numbers. Those would be like the quarter note or the beat. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? But then learn how to turn that into 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 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 1. I went over to the left side. 1 E and a 1 E and a 1 E and a 1 E and a 2. 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 And now this is something you don't see in any books. Why not shuffle these? Well, what's a shuffle? A shuffle is a triplet with the middle of it missing. This is a triplet. 1 E, 2 E, 1 E. That's a triplet. Take that middle out of it and you have 1, 2. Well, that's just like 1 and 2, right? But just moving the and over a little bit, making it a shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is what you use in blues. So here we go. Instead of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and shuffle it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So isn't that beautiful? So you can shuffle 8th notes and you can shuffle 16ths. You just move that E close to the and the even further out, and you have 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and, right? 1 E. I'm sorry, 1 E. It'd be, it wouldn't be 1 E. It'd be 1. Let's get this right. 1 E and. Yeah, 1 E. Gotta put a little lag in there. E E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and It should sound just like 1 and 2. 1 a 2 a 1 a 2 a 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and. This is the 16. These are twice shuffled. 16ths are twice as fast as 8th notes. Let's talk about playing it just as a triplet. 1 E a 2, 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 3 E a 4, 1 E a 2, 3 E a 4. The other side, 1 E a 2, 3 E a 4, 1 E a 2, 3 E a 4, 1 E a 2, 3 E a 4, 1 E a 2, 3 E a 4. See? You can come up with different countings. 16 note triplets. 1 E E and, so there's an E in here, or and there's another out here. 1 E E and, 2 E E and, 1 E E and 2, right? 1 E E and 2 E E and 3 E E and 4 E E and or 1 E and 2 E E and 3 E E and 4 E E and So you're putting it in the front of the 16 note triplet. There's a sextuplet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or at the end. Wow. And this is just if you added the finish where you could put another count. But you know, you don't have to play it with no rests. You can put a rest in here. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can move the rest over further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the rest 5. So now you're putting spaces in here, right? That changes the rhythm completely. You should be able to do that though. And I'm going to go to another video here, but you don't have to put the same rest as what you're leaving out. So it's, here it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the same count. Here, I decided to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Put a rest in here, but it's not going to be a quarter note rest. It's going to be an 8th note rest. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So I changed the rhythm using different rests. This sounds very much like a tango. Tangos. So you're coming in on the and. Well, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. I'm going to put a flam there. Right, left, right. Left, right. Oh, we got to get left, right. Left, right. So let's practice that mistake. I made a mistake, so I stopped. So I practice the problem. Ta-cha, ta-cha. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So I just played a tango using a Flamacue. Isn't that cool? That is so awesome. I think this happened during a lesson I was teaching. So we talked about you can shuffle any of these things, and you can put rests that are the same value, whatever that is, quarters, eighths. You can put a rest in there. It just shifts things over. Or you can change the rests from something different. And I even changed the note. So I made this as quarters, and I made that an 8th note at the end and an 8th note rest. So hey, you have a lot of variety here, because variety is the spice of life. You don't want to eat the same potatoes every day. And if you ate the same ice cream every day, well, you're going to see a cardiologist, first of all, eating ice cream every day. But you're going to get really sick. I worked at Baskin-Robbins, And we got to eat all the ice cream we wanted in 15-minute break. One time I ordered a Matterhorn, 7 scoops of ice cream, whipped cream, everything, and I slammed that down. I was really sick later on. All that sugar, all that fat. I got really sick, but I had to go through the rest of my shift. But that was tell me something. Too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Oh, wow. We just don't learn that. Too much of a good thing is not a good thing. That whole everything in moderation. I'm just 61 years old, and, it's sneaking up on me, all this everything in moderation. It's when you're young, you don't do that. But when you're older, you either face up to that, or your body gets destroyed. We're going to talk about all these wonderful things in other videos. So we talked about the crayons. Copy, glean. So when you glean something, you know what? It's 26 minutes. I'm going to give you guys a break. So let's go to part 2, and we'll get more into the Flamacues. There's so much more to cover. All right. God bless you. This is a real blessing to share. Boy, I don't know. I've been playing since 1968. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. So I'm trying to pass this on to you, but more importantly, what I'm trying to pass on to you is that you can receive revelation, right? You can ask, seek, and knock, and it will be what given to you? Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you shall find, and knock and the door shall be open to you. When I come into the drum room, I spend a lot of time just saying, okay, God, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to show me? And I just play like that. Sometimes I'm talking to him while I'm just like that. And as it comes to me, I'm writing it up on the board. I oftentimes write it in a notebook, but now I'm just writing it on the board. One less step. Because I want to share this with you so that you will use it, glean from it. Glean is agricultural term for taking the wheat off the top of the grass. So you're getting the good stuff. You're eating the wheat. You don't want to eat the grass. You make hay, right, for cows to eat. You want to get the good stuff. Well, get the good stuff out of here, these videos, right? Go back, get the good stuff, what you feel is good, eat it, chew on it, get the nutrition from it, but then don't stop there. Same thing with books. I have 200 books. So I got a couple ideas from books. Copy, you're taking ideas from other books. Okay, so I did that, right? But I didn't stop there. You need to explore further. You need to go on an adventure, right? An adventure. Remember the kid? Be a little kid. You need to go experiment. Just experiment with these things until it comes to you. You're asking, you're seeking, and you're knocking. So experiment until it comes to you. Then write it down so you don't lose it. And then explore it some more. Explore some more. Go on an adventure. Go on a starship. Explore the universe. You're creating, right? I don't think we're just supposed to be copiers. A lot of people copy bands, copy music. They copy. They're tribute bands. I used to do that. It gets boring because you're not really creating. A lot of this is creation. All right? That is really a great feeling when you're creating this stuff. And it's because you're learning. We were created in the image of God. So God is trying to express himself in many ways, and so that we might observe it, right? And realize, oh my goodness, this is God. This is his nature that he's revealing to us. He's sharing it with us. He wants us to have fellowship. It's the same word koinonia means to have. Koinonia means to have intimate fellowship, communal fellowship, to really know somebody, really get close to them. And it's by doing things together. and it's by sharing things together. So God is sharing many experiences with us so that we would realize it. We would realize it. We would be aware, right? That's part of knowledge, is being first aware, recognize it, observe it, and go, aha, I feel this feeling. Where's it coming from? Oh, this is God's nature. And he wants us to know him more intimately, right, in fellowship through the sharing. There's so many things out on the website about this. So anointed, prophetic, spontaneous music really is about communing with God, sharing together with him in fellowship. Oh, that's kind of a strange word. As a fellow, see? Fellow. We're partnering, we're sharing together as partners, co-creators. It talks about creating, co-creators. We are made in the image of God. So we need to spend more time co-creating, creating with God, right? Together with God. So I hope you got something out of that. It just came. It's revelation. I didn't plan on that. So I did plan on this, but I didn't go there originally. So this is from the Lord. He wants us to know. He wants us to enter into it. So go for it. All right. I did my part.